doing, guys? Tea. Breakfast of Kings. Without using all the super chemicals, how do you keep these from fogging up when you're riding them? I hear you ask. Get a little drop of this, just ordinary washing up liquid, one drop, just one drop, like that. And all you do is spread it round. And I suppose you want to be with me when I spread it all around. Love this all around you and everywhere you go. Right, spread it all around, all around, all around, all around. Going, just keep going really. You're not removing all of the washing up liquid. You do leave a film behind, even though you're rubbing away with your old towel or your cloth. Don't use a scouring pad. Hold on. Good. Go on then. Go on then. Opens door for Mitch. Mitch stands there looking at me. Now goes through the door. Right. When you've got it pretty clear, it's not bad. But that's what you used to do in the old days. During the war, never had all these fancy chemicals. All we had was what we had in the house, because all these fancy chemicals weren't around. They weren't made yet. So back in the day, you really want to use just plain ordinary washing up liquid. Try not to get the fragrant ones, because they don't work as good. I don't know why. There you go. Tip number one. Tip number two comes in two parts, because while you've done the inside of your screw, and you can see it's clear, you know, there's no smearing on it, so that's how you do it. You get a little bit of frogging, but you don't get as much as you would do without that stuff on. Try it. If it don't work, it don't work, but it's always worked for me. So it's a tip. On the outside, to stop the rain sticking to the outside of the crash helmet, furniture polish. That's all we used. Furniture polish. I'm going to put this down. Now bear in mind, visors used to be flat. They was never shaped, they used to be flat. You used to have to bend them to the shape of the crash helmet. Right, a little bit of sparkle. Oh, that's no good. Anyway, nice soft cloth. Other cloths are available. And give it a wipe. And the same with the front as with the back. You keep polishing until you can't see any polish. Now, what you're tempted to do is you're tempted to find another piece of, because you got that wet with polish, so you're tempted to swap over to a dry bit of cloth. Now, that's all well and good, but if you keep going, and I wouldn't recommend swirlies, I'd say that way, all right? I'd say that way. But like I said, if you keep going and you keep going, in the end, Now that visor was dirty. That's your top tip for your Friday. Let me know what you think. I don't think it's a bad one. I think it's quite a good one. And it's cheap. It's got to be cheaper than all these chemicals that you buy. Well, I know that the washing up liquid's a chemical and polishes a chemical, but it ain't in a little bottle, is it? You don't go and buy your fiver, is it? You know what I mean? So anyway, and it's always things you have in your house. Because in the old days, that's what we had to use. We had to use what was available because all these chemicals, all these little funky bottles weren't available. So that's what we used. We had to help. Now then, where was I? Other duff nuts are available. But not from me. Catch you later, guys.